Do you want to make amazing logo animations just like this right here in Adobe After Effects? This video is the perfect one for you. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam and I make motion graphics and graphic design related content right here on YouTube. So if that's something that interests you, please give this channel a like, share, and subscribe for more amazing videos like this. The easiest way to contact me is by joining my motion design community. The link is in the video description. And for this animation today, I saw it on TikTok. I'm going to leave the link to the TikTok video. I saw it right here in my video description and I wanted just to create it for you guys and just show you guys my own take on that animation. So without talking too much, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this Doritos logo is available for you to download the video description and so I can work along with me. And what we're just going to do now is we're going to our file explorer and I'm just going to move this Doritos layer into our After Effects. Now I'm going to change the import time to composition and I'm going to click on OK. So let's open it up. Okay, so I think I'm going to shorten this down to around, let's see, 8 seconds. So let's move it down. I can change composition to work area. Cool. Now, so first I'm going to do is I'm going to just create a normal background layer. So I'm going to use Ctrl Y. And I'm going to make the background red. And okay. The next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new null object. And I'm going to parent everything here to the null object. So I can just increase the scale. Let's say something like this. It's okay. Now I can delete the null object. Hit F4 on your keyboard. And I'm going to select this continuous rasterize power layers right here. Now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to this my Doritos layer and let me arrange them properly. RITOS. Okay. Now I'm going to select all this my text layers here and I'm going to open up their scale property. I'm going to make a keyframe on the scale here and I'm going to bring it down somewhere like here. More realistically, it's going to be like here. And I'm going to come down here, go to make another keyframe. And for this, I'm going to increase this ones a little bit. I think this is okay. And at the beginning, I'm going to take this down to 0. I can select this, my keyframe here, hit F9 to easy ease. Okay, so I'm going to open my graph editor and I'm going to drag this inward like this. Select this one too, drag it inward like this. Then for this, I'm going to drag this out like this. And this one, I'm going to drag it inward like this. So it starts slow, speeds up again, and ends slow. So let's check it out now. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my first layer here. This is my D layer here. I'm going to move it back by 6 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to move it back by 3 frames. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go back to this D layer here. And I'm going to move forward here by 3 frames. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. I'm just going to move this back here also. So what that is going to do is it's going to make our D animation last longer when it comes here. I think I'm going to move everything again back apart from the D layer. Okay, let's move this like this. So let's see now. I'm thinking that maybe I need to increase the size of this middle keyframe so that it can actually have more emphasis. So it's got 163. I can change the loading to like 175. So let's try 175. But I think it's going to be so a whole lot better. The next I'm going to do is I'm going to make our lightning animation. That is the animation I use for the reveal of this our top chip here and our bottom chip here. And this video on my channel, you can watch it of how I make lightning animations like this. But because I'm not going to go over it in this video again, so you can watch that other video if you have too much of an issue. Okay, so I'm just going to call this lightning. And I can duplicate this. And I'm just going to adjust the lightning to work on the other one now. Starting from here. And for this second one now, I'm just going to move it back. So like it starts when this one ends. And I'm just going to increase the duration to something like this. So it ends when this S finishes. So somewhere here. But now we have this animation right here. Cool. Now, next thing I'm going to work on, I'm going to work on the reveal of my chip, this chip, the bottom and the top. And that one too is pretty easy. And what you do is, on our pen tool here, make sure nothing is selected. And I'm just going to make a simple shape like this. And let's increase it until it covers everywhere. And I'm going to move it to the top of my chip top here. And I'm just going to rename this to chip reveal. I'm going to open up my chip reveal layer here. I'm going to add a trim parts animation, open it up. Then to the beginning here, we are going to just make a keyframe on our end position. And we're just going to move it back. Now, paying attention to this, our lightning here. And we're going to the beginning of our timeline again, and I'm just going to drag this back like this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit F4 to toggle between modes. And I want to change the track matte of our chip top layer here to our chip reveal. So if you play it back, you can see the lightning reveals with the chip top here. And it's the same thing I'm going to do for my bottom layer here. So I can just duplicate this and I'm going to move it to the top of my chip bottom here. And I can just change it to chip reveal too. Now, if I open this up, remember you have to make it line up with our animation. So for this our lightning too, this is where it starts from. So I'm going to move it back here. And this is where it ends. So let's here. So I'm just going to move this back here. Now I'm going to change the points here so it can actually reveal our bottom chip. Okay, and let's increase this more. So let's play back. As you can see, it's not going as it's supposed to be. So what I can just do is I can just drag this back. Let's see again. Now I can still drag this back again. So I think let me open this one more time. And what I can just do is I can move this back like this, and I'm just going to move it forward like this. Okay, let's do that again. think I have too many bends here. See that again. I think I can just move this back a little bit more. Try again. I think for this one now, I have to hit F9 to easy ease. And I think I have to ease out this a little bit. Let's see it now. Yeah, this is really good. This is a whole lot better. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to just work on this outline here. So I can just move down this outline here. And for the outline, it's going to be very easy. Just move to the back here. I'm going to use my opacity. So I'm going to come somewhere around here. Let's come to the beginning here first. And I'm going to make a keyframe on the opacity. And I'm going to move it down like this. Then I want to take this down to 0. That after the initial animation, it just fades on like this. So we are done with the animation of everything that's inside. Now we're just going to do the animation of the background and, make it a little bit more dynamic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything here. And I'm just going to move it back a bunch. I can still bring it back if I want to. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to my pen tool here and I'm just going to draw a simple lightning bolt. So like this. Forgive my illustration of a lightning bolt. 5, 6. And the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to move back by 3 frames. So 1, 2, to bring it down like here, somewhere like here. More finally, it's going to be like able to draw it. I'm going to come and this I can change it to white. So let's increase this a bunch. Now I'm going to open my position property and I'm going to make a keyframe on the position right here. Go back to the beginning of my timeline and I'm just going to drag this out of frame. So now at this moment in time here, let's move this down a little bit, select this to, let's hit F9 to use this. I want it to slow down as it's coming down. And now I'm going to get my circle here. Make sure nothing is selected so you don't draw a max by mistake. And I'm just going to draw a simple circle. Now, going to align that circle to the center of my composition. And for the circle here, I'm going to give it a serious hue. I feel like something. What I'm going to do for the fill now is I'm going to take the color of the inside of my logo layer. So that the black that is inside that logo is what I want. So I can just pick it from here and click on OK. So let's drop this down again. Let's take it like this. Okay. So from this point here, I want it to animate. I open up my scale property here and I can just change this down to 0. And let's come to around here. And I'm going to increase this. Let's make sure this is in the middle of our composition. And I'm going to increase this until it covers the entire page. So I think I can reduce my listing again. So next thing I'm going to do now is I'm really going to take all these my layers I moved back that time and we're going to move them forward so that when this our initial animation happens, I want its ability to know disturbance before the other animations take place. So I can just take these two layers here and I'm really going to drag them down. Yeah. Let's check it out now. I've moved it too fast. Let's move it back. Okay. The next thing I want to do is at this point in time where this lightning hits this place here, let's say around here. Now I'm going to go back to my shape layer here, and I think this is at my circle. I'm going to duplicate it one more time, and I'm just going to bring it back. Okay. Now I'm going to move this here, and I think I can just leave this here for the time being. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to change my fill back to red. What I want is as this thing hits, okay, I don't want the stroke here, so I can take my stroke down to 0. But I want as it hits, it changes back to red. That's what we have now. One thing I want to do is I want a little bit of a lightning movement to happen immediately this thing opens up. So what I can just do is I can just go to my lightning layers here and can just duplicate it. And since I already have the animation on it, all I just need to do is change how it's actually going to go. So I want it to start from the middle here and just zap up like this. And I can shorten this because I don't think I need it to be this long. Now I can also duplicate this and I'm just going to make it come from this other side. Play that again. I select these two lighting layers again. I can duplicate it, move it to the front. Let's see as it's opening. So, okay, that's here. I can just bring those ones to the front here. So what I'm just going to do is for these two layers here, I'm just going to mess with this thing again. And that is looking amazing. If you're watching that animation, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section. And now that you have learned how to make this amazing animation, you can also take a crack and learn how to learn this one right here. Or you can watch this video right here and I will catch you in that video. So from now to next time, remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and dream endlessly. Love you guys.